Hello everyone. I just first off want to say thank you to all of the amazing feedback and the wonderful support that I got from each and every one of you. I want to say I'm sorry for not posting as much as I would like. I work and I'm a student and just it has been super busy, but my goal is to try to post at least twice every month, so every 2 weeks. That is my goal. But today, I wanted to give you guys an update on how my pocket, Mr. Darcy, is doing. And I mean, you can kind of see here, I don't know if the lighting is good. My tripod and my camera is actually way up. It's like, I can't even see my camera. So my little buddy right here, it's a cute little owl that I got from TJ Maxx, I believe. I keep him here so that I know that I am in frame because otherwise I would be making a video and I would be like all the way over here. But where was I? Sorry, tangent. Yes, I wanted to give an update on my pocket, and I got a new Mr. Darcy to the family. I know. It's a personal size, and I got him deluxe. So I will quickly do a little update on this, and then I will go more in depth with the leather, how I like it, and a comparison between the two. Not really on my setup, just a comparison. All right, and let me get that out of the way. So this is my pocket, as you all know. As you can see, I hope I am in frame. More scratches on it. It's patinaing very well. Patinaing? I hope that's a word. It's getting darker on the spine, I've noticed. And it has, look, an indent from my keys, and is that paint? Oh boy. Oh no, just some dust. And on the inside, nothing has pretty much changed. Not a lot has changed, just added some more note paper, and then just this moon goddess thing that's offered for protection. And then I love this quote. It says, "Oh, what we could be if we stopped carrying the remains of who we were." Loved it. I found it on Pinterest, and keep it in here because it just makes me so happy. Everything's the same. Journal, I just added a little bit more art journaling. I was practicing some new things, and so I will do a separate video just on journaling. So that's the update. I love it. It's forming around the inserts more and more perfectly each and every day. It takes scratches beautifully, and it feels, it's like, if you know when your skin is so dry and then you put lotion on and then you feel like brand new and really smooth. That's how this feels like. I don't know. So that's that. Now, let me get this out of here so that it doesn't look all messy. Now to the new member of my Traveler Notebook family. This little guy. Well, it's not that little. Size comparison. Let's see if it's in frame like that. So now take into account that this is more stuffed than my is it? Yeah, this one is more stuffed than my personal, as you can see. So that is why it might look wider. Oh, I wish I would have filmed it when I just got it, but it's not as wide when you first get it. It's as wide. This is something that people have been asking me. Your notebook will be as wide as, like, how many inserts you stuff it with, you know? So if I just had in here this notebook, it wouldn't be as wide. But because I love to stuff my notebooks, and the spine gets a bit wider. So, but this, just like my pocket, I was worried that because it was stitched and it was a bit more thicker. Let me show you. Let's see if it's in frame. See how thin this one is as compared to this one? It's a bit thicker. So I was nervous that it wouldn't form around my inserts as well, but have no fear. It is just like if you would have gotten a classic. It forms and fits around your inserts perfectly. That same smooth texture. This one has a natural little, like when I first got it, it had that marking and I loved it. Scratches up, same. I rolled it a little bit, like on the corners, and this one I rolled. This one I did not roll. I didn't roll it a lot, but I did roll it a little bit. And this leather, it is so floppy. See, well, not extremely floppy, but way more floppier than I thought it was going to be. Like the, ooh, pencil's coming down. Let me take these out. The videos that I saw on the deluxe Mr. Darcy, they didn't seem as floppy as this one. I don't know if, like the buttered rum videos that I saw, it looked a bit more stiff. So I don't know if it's because of the leather. Maybe the toffee is a lot softer. And also on here, it's super soft. Like people, sometimes I saw videos that said that the pockets were really, it was hard to take things in out of them because they were so like thick. I don't know how to describe it, but it's super soft and thin and pliable. I love it. And then on the backs too, like it can do the, oops, it can, a notebook can do the worm. Like it's that pliable. So if you're nervous about it being stiff, well, I can just say for the toffee, I don't have any other color, it is not stiff at all. But I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna do a setup because a lot of the things in here are super like personal, like bank accounts and like school information. So I have to go in and sticky note things to cover things up. But this is the inside, the pockets. Let me just take this out. The pockets, as you can see, they're very flexible. Like you can see my finger through them. So they're not thick at all. I try not to overly stuff them because I was overly stuffing them and you can see that it made like an indentation, which is that paint?
Okay, I think this is paint, y'all. Yep, that's paint. Oh well.
I was overly stuffing them and then I stopped because I just want this leather to last me, and I'm not going to sell this notebook at all, so if it does get indents, I mean, that's fine, or even paint, that's okay. So in my pockets, I keep just Post-its, note paper, and then some washi. All of this stuff, it's not for decoration, I use it. And then in the back here, sorry if you can hear my dog, he's sitting on the couch. And I just keep some Post-its in here, and this is like from packaging from like a Maggie Holmes thing. So a big tip that I have is the way that I use my notebook is that I put things in there that I use. I try to do the pretty planning or the pretty like decorating with adding little things here and there that I wouldn't really use in my planning or in my school. I wouldn't use them. They would just be there, and that's fine. It made me happy, but I found that I wasn't really using my notebook as much. And when I took all that pretty stuff out and I added functional things that still, they add some prettiness to it, I am using this notebook much, much more, because when I first got it about a couple weeks ago, I didn't even touch it. And which was really weird for me because when I first got this, I immediately started using it. And I came to the term that I purchased this notebook primarily for functionality. Okay, this is for school, so I have some school stuff. I can show you, yeah. This is just some school stuff for school, and just, you know, things. I'm taking some classes, and so this is all for school for notes, and then in here, this is for my Etsy, YouTube, eBay, like purchases that I make, and then the back this back notebook is all my bank information, health information, all of that boring adult stuff that, you know, with taxes and things, that goes in here. So this notebook is primarily for its functionality, unlike this one that it's planning but a lot of journaling, and it's more artsy and free-flowing. The way that I plan isn't so like strict, and I don't plan every hour of my day. You know, it's more like bullet journaling kind of style. But this one does need to be structured. If my school stuff isn't structured and isn't archived by an index, then I will just be a mess by the time, you know, midterms come. So this notebook is primarily for its functionality and structure. And ever since I made that change, I haven't stopped using it. And in the back here, again, really flexible. I have some note paper and some more Post-its that I use to create like the headers on my pages. So this is my notebook. It's not, you know, as pretty as other notebooks. And oh, recently I saw Carrie Harling's video, and she explained that the like worst thing you can do is compare your planners. And that is something that really triggered me, because I used to, a couple months ago, compare my planner. Like if this wasn't as pretty as someone else's, I would, feel bad, or I would try to make it more pretty. But I'm not that type of person. I like to keep things simple, and I like prettiness, but mine is more of a vintagey, like I prefer vintage and functional, The only place where I get to be really pretty is basically in my journal, and I just go all out in there. But for planning and for school and for all that kind of things, I like it to be functional and pleasing, of course, to the eye, but functional. So that is that. Oh, puppy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the barking. It's just this mail truck just went past and the window's right there. So anywho, I think that's it. It's just a quick little update. I love it. I do. This is the last notebook I think I will purchase in a while, because I'm just so content with my setup. Content with my notebooks, with my setup, with everything. So, I think that is all that I had to say. So yeah, if you guys were wanting to purchase the Darcy leather, I say go for it. It is an awesome leather. I'm so happy. I was going to get this Personal Deluxe in buttered rum, but I stopped because they didn't have it in stock. So the only leather they had in stock at the time was the Toffee. So I said, okay, I really need a personal size notebook for school. I'm just going to go ahead and purchase it, and if I don't like it, I can always sell it in the Facebook groups. But I loved it, so I am keeping this notebook for a very long time. And again, if you're on the fence about classic or deluxe, it's all the leather. Seriously, the leather feels the same. This, of course, has more structure to it. More, it's a bit stiffer than this one. This one is super pliable. But it's all a matter of pockets. And of course, if you like the stitching. Me, personally, I prefer if the stitching isn't there. But I needed the stitching because I needed these pockets. For the way that I was going to use my inserts. But still, the stitching looks pretty good. And it's very beautifully done. But for me, my personal preference, of course, is the just natural, organic nature of the leather. So if someone were to ask me which one is my favorite, I don't know. I would probably still say the pocket, just because it was my first, and this is my comfortable size. This is the size that makes me happy, and I take this with me everywhere. This I only take with me when I go to my classes, or if I'm going to like the bank or something like that. I sometimes take this. This normally stays on my desk, or I take it with me to my class. And that is because I have so much personal information in here, like bank accounts and like social security numbers and all of that kind of things, that if I lost this, I would be freaking out because all of my personal information is in here. So what I do is, if I have to go to the doctor's or to the bank or my school or whatever, I go into this. It's like an archival notebook. I go in the back and I jot down all the information that I need on a Post-it, or I just take a picture and I just take that with me to the bank or to the doctor's office, or I put it on a Post-it and I stick it in here. That way, I don't have to take this with me, so I don't risk losing it, and God forbid having people get a hold of my information, and I just have it in here and I can take this with me. So that's another little tip. Thank you guys for watching. This video was a bit longer than my other one, just because I wanted to explain things more thoroughly, and just say huge thank you for everybody that has been such sweet people. And I'm so sorry for taking so long. I think it's been a month since I made a video, but they will be coming. They will be coming. And again, like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And comment down below. You have no idea how much I love getting comments from my videos. And comment what you would like to see, because I'm going to, do the obvious, like planner setup and my traveler's notebook collection, but I will try to bring in new and fresher ideas and new videos. But please comment what you would like to see. I would love to take requests and film something that you guys want to know more about or intrigued about. And so yeah, my next video will probably be about my narrow size and my setup, or my setup in here. But thank you again for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye-bye.